Hello guys, welcome to Tabletop Tactica. My name is Kevin, and happy 4th of July, by the way. This will be my first content video, and we will be doing a video on an unboxing of Star Wars Legion, the Snowtroopers, and here we go. It's a little bit glossy due to the lighting, and I still got the plastic on it and all that stuff, but that's the box. And I know that this unit has been out for a little while, but this is more of for the newer players, because I know there's a lot of people who haven't started playing the game yet, and I also want to get more people involved in this game, as I will be starting a local group where I will be hosting gaming parties and different things like that. Written rooms out, meeting rooms out, like at hotels, local hotels and whatnot. So this will help generate some interest in that sort of thing, and also it'll give me an opportunity to practice on doing an unboxing, as I've never done this before. So I'd love to hear the feedback from some of you more veteran gamers who have been playing and have seen this type of video more so than not. And just give me feedback, whether you like or don't like. Tell me what I can improve on, because that's more or less what I'm here for. So without further ado, let's get to the unboxing, and we'll get this sucker opened. And it just comes right off here. Here we go, view of the box. Cool looking Snowtroopers over here. Of course, then on the back you have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different Snowtroopers, and of course you got your cards right here. Alright, let's get this out of the way, and if we get it open without completely tearing the box open. Yep, it comes straight open, it's not taped or anything. And get these stuff out. Okay, so you see we got 1, 2, here's the bases, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different troopers. And then you got a cool little guide here that basically it shows you how they're assembled. You get a good close-up of that. And for a lot of you new gamers to this sort of hobby, most of the games you have to assemble and paint, which is not a huge idea. The concept is you get to personalize your army, and basically you can tweak the colors a little bit, or some people could tweak them a lot. It's just your preference. It doesn't matter. You're paying money for these things. They're not terribly expensive for what you're getting and the experience you get with them, but it's a lot of fun to get into this and to have a group of guys that you play with. But that's for another video. I really want to get to this unboxing. I don't want to make the video too long, so I'm going to take one of these guys out, get a close-up of this guy, get a focus, see if it'll focus in a little better. Okay, it might be as good as we're going to get at the moment, but they actually are fairly detailed, and without even looking at the instructions on how to assemble them, I mean, they're really simple to assemble. It kind of just goes in like so. There's a little notch, you just push it in there, and I'm not going to glue it right this second, but as you see, it went in, and that's a pretty good detail right there. You can actually see it on the camera pretty good. And the arms, it's got 2 arms. One of them will connect the weapon to his arm, and let's see, as you can see, it looks like this. It goes in right there, and it goes in it's going in pretty simple. These figures aren't like extremely hard to go in, and they're not extremely, it's a little bit flimsy, but not much. The other arm's going to go across his body like so, and just stick that in there. Hold on, just give me 1 second. Okay, put it into the hand and then stick into the body. Give me a second. It's a little tricky. These are you're going to have to paint these before you assemble some of them, but fully assembled, you know, there he is. It's got his arm in, got the legs. Basically, it's just a matter of gluing it to the base. But it's a cool little miniature. You know, it's you can do all kinds of different things with this color scheme. So you know, it's a cool miniature. You know, I'm not gonna put them all together, but that's the gist of how they go together. And of course, you have your bases. You can use these bases, or you can get other bases. Like I know they have clear bases and different things like that. But let's look at the cards. Tokens and cards, basically. These are pieces you need to play Star Wars Legion. This, of course, is just one squad of Snowtroopers. And we have upgrade cards. You got the ion cannon, the impact grenades, grappling hooks, Snowtrooper. It's an extra Snowtrooper, basically. You get to add one to your squad. Okay, and grappling hooks. And just to give you an example, within the game you have certain terminology that explains how to play the game and the benefits you get. Like, for example, you gain expert climber. While clambering, do not roll defense dice or suffer wounds. Typically within the game, if you go in rough terrain or you go up a cliff, you'll roll a dice that will penalize you in some way. Okay, with this card, grappling hooks, where you gain expert climber, you do not have to roll a dice or anything. You just automatically are up to the top of the cliff or building or through the rough terrain or however. You know, this is more so for climbing, but just to get a good look at the card, let it focus a little bit. There you go. There you go. So that's what an upgrade card would look like, and it's a little bit smaller card. Here is your standard size card, for example. That's your Snowtrooper. The sun is kind of coming through the window, and it's making it a little hard to focus it in. But that's basically upgrade card will go on your Snowtrooper unit at the on your table. There'll be a spot to put your cards when you play. Let's see, get it good. There you go. All right. Okay. And of course, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 upgrade cards. One being an extra trooper, which when you have regular stormtroopers, you have this option as well. This is pretty much an option you get for pretty much most of your units concerning Star Wars Legion. You'll have the option to have an extra trooper. And then of course I'm going to show you one more upgrade card. This is a flame trooper, and you can add one flame trooper mini blast, which basically ignores cover, which within the confines of Star Wars Legion is huge. And it also has spray, and I'll read the description to spray. Add this weapon's dice to the attack pool one time for each mini in the defending unit to which line of sight is not blocked. Okay, basically what that means is if you're firing at another unit and that unit has five troopers in that unit, you'll have one attack dice for each trooper, so that increases your chance of landing a hit and a kill. Okay, and you combine that with spray, which means for example in heavy cover 2 results are eliminated. So if you have spray, that does not even come into play. None of your results will be eliminated. you'll get a dice for each trooper just from your flame trooper, and you'll also get a dice from your 4 or 5 other troopers. So you're looking at roughly 9, 10, or 11 dice on one attack, which you can significantly damage an opposing unit. So that is huge. And just to get a look at what the flame trooper card looks like, you can see blast, you can see spray. Each upgrade card will go through the benefits of what you have. Okay, and also what we get is a token card. Basically, this token right here, it talks about Imperial. That's the symbol for Imperial. Of course, you also have Rebels, and here we go. Different cards. You have stress tokens, or suppression tokens rather. Stress tokens are in X-Wing, but and basically what suppression tokens do is they take away actions from your troopers, and even if you don't get kills, giving a unit a suppression token, is a good strategy. It helps you. Let me see. Yeah. Give them a... Alright, where I wanted to go. The way you get a suppression token is when you attack, if there is any hits at all, whether they're defended or not, the unit will get suppressed and they'll get a token. If they get, each unit has a number of tokens where they will flee. So once they get a certain amount, they'll flee one movement. I don't know if it's a range 1 or 2 towards the closest end of the board. If the movement range takes them off the board, then that unit is destroyed. So that's a huge deal in this game, because units are just regular trooper units are pretty much the meat and potatoes of the game. They're kind of like the unsung heroes, so to speak. Okay, this right here is what you call an ion token. More or less does the same thing to a vehicle that suppression does to regular units. So those are good. Then you got targets. You've got of course this one right here, like I said, it's the Imperial, and when you turn it over, basically that means you've activated that unit. So once the unit's been played and activated, you'll turn that back over, or you'll just take it back and then play it back. But as far as how to play the game, I will do a video in the future on that. That way we'll have a certain thing we can do, for new players who haven't really played the game and would like to find out more about it and potentially get into Star Wars Legion. You'll see it's a really cool, free-flowing game. Out of the tabletop games right now, I would say it's my favorite, just because of the fluidity of how the game plays, and I think it's got a lot of strategy and tactics in it. Once again, I digress. That's for another video, but I believe that's it. That's all I've got for this video. Like I said, Snowtroopers. This is one of the unit expansions you can get with Star Wars Legion. They typically will come out with more every few months or so, to basically add more depth to the game as you go. Like, there's a lot more troopers now. There's a few fixed position type units that you can get, that you can put together, and they kind of, I know the Rebels unit is not it doesn't move, it's not mobile, but the Imperials, you can move their gun around a little bit, but it's more or less like it's a pin down type weapon. It's a fixed weapon where they set up and they can fire basically and lock down a certain area or cover a certain position. And there's different units coming out like that. But for this video, that's all we got. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share, and comment. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. That way I can improve. I believe this video, let's see, it's going a little longer than I wanted it to. I don't really have a timer right here at hand, but Anyway, thank you guys, and you guys enjoy your 4th, enjoy your families, and I will talk to you guys later.